Hey there, people, it's Grindfest once again, and today we'll talk about DOTA, Dragon's Blood. The first part of my review will be spoiler free, and I'll continue with spoilers after a brief warning. I've binged through the whole show today, and I've gotta say, I've enjoyed it quite a lot. The story has a quick pacing but doesn't overwhelm me at the same time. From the beginning of the first episode, you can tell that they have tried to stay faithful to the game's lore with how they explain how everything came to be in the Dota universe. There are some differences here and there, especially with some heroes' backstories, but they are very welcome changes. They didn't bother me at all. They don't drop heavy lore bombs after the beginning, and sometimes one sentence in a dialogue tells you a lot about the world. I think they did a nice job about encouraging the audience about investing themselves in the story. The art style is very nice, character designs look good, and the dragons look very menacing. It's actually quite similar to the Avatar series, probably because it's the same studio that worked on Avatar: Legend of Korra. Devian resembles Mako a bit, and Mirana made me think of Korra. The outlines near the noses are a bit odd, but they didn't bother me all that much. Animations are a bit choppy here and there with low frame rate in general, but overall it's still decent. Most animations I've seen during the pandemic has been worse. Main cast of the show have nice chemistry in general, and the makers of the show shaped the characters by giving us their backstories. Even some minor characters that you see very little of are quite interesting. This much is all I can say without giving spoilers. The show is absolutely worth of your time even if you've never played Dota before. We are going into the spoiler territory, so it's a good time to drop off if you didn't watch the show yet. Here we go. I wanna talk about the major characters a little bit, and I'll get to the ending after that. First off, Invoker is awesome. He's quite cold and calculated, pulls off 6 spells left and right, had a relationship with a god, and has the most interesting backstory. The part about her daughter felt especially touching to me. While Devion and Mirana are more classic characters, I didn't expect anything different. The goals of Devion and Mirana are quite different in the beginning, but the show manages to make it work along with the Invoker. I like them as well, and I can't wait to spam Dragon Knight mid lane for a few weeks. Their chemistry during the whole show is great too. Devion could easily carry this show, but he didn't need to anyway thanks to Invoker. Kaiden was a very cool character as well with his dedication, knowledge and strength. He uses the dragon's powers against them, and I think he's 6 slotted with very expensive items. I think he has force boots as well. I guess Fimbrin could be a Dota hero in the future with her abilities, but I don't have much to say about her. She didn't interest me all that much. Luna was crueler and crazier than what I was expecting. Not much to say about her, to be honest. They didn't explore her character all that much. She was an antagonist for the most part. They also did a good job of showing off heroes' abilities from the game, especially with Luna and Terrorblade. I think Terrorblade used all of his abilities except Sunder. They showed off Devin's abilities as well, but I think that goes without saying. I wanna talk about the last episode and the cliffhanger a little bit. I think that goddamn Invoker tricked everyone and especially played Selemene like a boss. The incantation on the box was most likely about something different than the Dark Moon Order leaving the Enclave, since as the box opened, the lotuses vanished and Selemene's powers got eclipsed. Invoker also struck a bargain with Terrorblade thanks to the necklace of the shopkeeper. Terrorblade is a very powerful demon, and I think he's sort of like the devil with the bargains and stuff. The devil of the moon in the prophecy is probably Terrorblade rather than Invoker. As Terrorblade himself says, he struck Selemene in her lowest. She was weak, left without the power of her worshippers, leaving her in the Invoker's mercy. Terrorblade also mentions something about 7 souls for 1 in her exchange with Selemene. We also see Invoker capturing one of the Eldworms after a hard fight. I think the 7 souls are the Eldworms. Terrorblade captured Uldorak's soul already, and Devin has Slyrak, so there are 6 of them left. The 7 is either the Eldworms including Uldorak and the 1 is Selemene, or the 7 is the 6 Eldworms along with Selemene and the 1 is the Invoker's daughter. The Invoker could have mentioned Uldorak's whereabouts to Terrorblade as well. After all, Terrorblade could possess others even from his prison. He managed to crack it way before Invoker helped him. Either way, Invoker basically deals with the devil for her daughter and offers the Eldworm's souls to him. We don't see the Invoker capturing the other Eldworms, but why specifically go for a single Eldworm that controls the oceans, right? Invoker. Man, that's some bullshit, but I guess the lengths a man can go for a daughter has no limits. They left us with quite the cliffhanger. I hope Invoker somehow rejoins with her daughter, but it probably won't happen. Deals with the devil usually goes sideways. I think Terrorblade is gonna be one of the biggest antagonists next season. I'm assuming he's very close to his goal of rewriting reality now. Deviant better convince the Dragon Knights to unite against him instead of trying hundreds of ways to extract Slyrak from him, because Deviant has what he needs, and he will come. Other than that, well, I don't have much to say other than I like the overall world building, and I don't know why they removed Luna's accent only to give it to Selemene. I'm just so happy that Dota got a beautiful show like this. I hope some newcomers like the game and stick with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!